You do look very fit. Yes.
With Shred Zone, you talk about leadership and women in leadership and finding time for fitness, right? For our veterans and people coming back in the work. Still have to make time for you.
Oh my gosh.
Tiffany was so
awesome.
hands-on all the time. Working out for her has to be important. Just moving, even if you're not working out, just knowing that structure of I have to do, keep going.
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of people think that it's expensive even just trying to help others, right? So this information can get passed forward from person to person. You can help yourself, you can help the next person. And then as far as the exercise is concerned, I mean, you got to keep yourself healthy just in general. So we're here for whoever needs us.
Strong body, strong mind. So
Absolutely.
it has to start that way,
It's so important to take care of.
A bag, right? You ever seen a pack of 20 bags that come in a 20? It's a bag. So I'm going to take a bag, and I'm going to put health in the bag. There's not going to be anything in the bag. I'm going to put cotton balls or something in the bag. But the object of the game is if every time you reach for one of these things, maybe you get fit. Maybe it's mental, maybe it's health, maybe it's a different calling. So I want to go on the road and do these remotes and have a section. I mean, we were talking to your husband about putting something together where you can't make it challenge, like a challenge for people. Ain't as easy because there ain't too many people jumping on this thing. But Health in a Bag is a branding piece that I came up with. I think it's brilliant.
I'm still kind of hung up on the bag part of
Listen,
it, but we're going to make it work.
Who did this? You did this, right?
Yes.
All right, so I was just showing Doc here. He says, oh, you have your own coffee. Now, how long I known you? Almost 2 years? 2 years. 2 years, he says to me, oh, you got your own coffee. 2 years, right? So Health in the Bag.
Oh, no, I would never, ever presume that.
Health in the Bag. And the people who sign up, we can take some proceeds to give to the ladies.
We can have
And
different,
120.
we have to work this idea out. Maybe like
It's
a,
already
a
being
burpee,
processed.
a push-up, something you pull out of the bag that you have to do.
That's the other side.
Eat
She always does the
something,
other side, the physical
right?
side.
Teddy's
Always
like, yeah, you got to do something with
So
the health
give
in
me
the bag.
Teddy, give me 50 burpees. But anyway, object of the game is if you don't know, if you don't reach out, if you don't see what's available to you, then you're not going to reach
And I
out
wanted
and do
Shred
it.
Zone to come. I wanted Christine, I'm really glad you're here. You got off at work, and Eddie to join us because Operation 120 worked with so many female homeless veterans and veterans as a whole. If Shred Zone can work with you collaboratively to help them, whether it's at the park, to give them 15 minutes of structure, you know, maybe just paying it forward. Being part of the military, you are on active duty, you're trained, you're fit, and they can train somebody else. The mission grows, right? And paying it forward. Now everyone feels like there's a reason
They
to get
feel
up in the
confident
morning,
and,
right?
You know, you're not focusing on the things that you're not in control of, because the one thing you are in control of is your own personal health and how you take care of yourself physically, and even just getting yourself back on a mental note. You know, we work with supplements that help to with people with PTSD. You know, we're looking at both the mind and the body, and then with Eddie's coaching and motivational skills, he's helping people to just really get their mind right on that level too. So, I mean, you're just, like you said, mind and body, body and mind. If one thing is not in line with the other, then you don't really get full on health.
Yeah,
Now,
I wanted them to
Eddie
collaborate.
was in the military, wasn't he?
He was in the Army.
He was a master sergeant. He screamed at you to get you in boot camp, wasn't he?
I
boot
mean,
camp,
I guess
wasn't
so.
it?
This was before me.
Weren't you like a master sergeant or something in the boot camp?
A drill
A
sergeant.
drill sergeant.
There you have it.
You're the drill
me.
sergeant. We're going to bring him up in a little bit. But he was a drill sergeant.
We'll bring him up as well.
And again, discipline of mind, okay? And you were right, because they break you down and they want you to react and everything else. What I'm looking here is on this side of the fence now to offer different, tomorrow we're doing a holistic show, right? We're going to West Palm, talk about holistic healing, talking about alternative holistic healing.
Yes.
This lady and this man, I seen them take.
You have only so much time to squeeze everything in. And as a leader, it starts at the top. The culture of your business starts with you. If you're fit, if you're dressed properly, if you handle yourself, or if you panic, it starts with you, whatever that looks like. And you got to squeeze a little bit of everything in to spread the culture of what you're trying to embrace with everybody else.
Well, vitality and well-being are multidimensional.
Yeah.
Right? It's every aspect of self go into that. But that's all coming from the inside out. It's not going to be outside in. So that whole sense of how we feel about ourselves, our whole sense of comfort in our own bodies, which I think a lot of this is very important in doing as well, because when we look at a lot of these women in particular, with the issues that they have, the mental health issues, a lot of the homelessness, a lot of this stuff is driven by, and I'm just going to frame it sort of from my world, about these intimacy types of issues, which get these women in particular to cut themselves off, to not go and ask for help. When we look at any type of mental health difficulty for a lot of returning women, really is not a whole lot for them to go to and to pursue. So when we look at even a small mental health issue can become exaggerated, and these are the leading contributors to homelessness, to substance abuse, to a lot of the health issues that are basically due to disconnecting from themselves.
Right.
Forget about relationships and parenting and all that other kind of stuff.
Well, I think it's not just cutting themselves off. I think that part of the challenge is that we sometimes, as female veterans, are not seen as quote unquote real veterans. And that's probably the, and in passing I had mentioned something about, I said when I was in the military, blah, 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 blah. And a woman sitting across from me who was a civilian, she said, wait a minute, did you just say you were in the military? And I said, yes. She said, wait, you were in the military? I said, yes. And she said, the Army, you were in the Army? I said, yes. She said, you don't look, wait, you look too, and I thought she was going to say girly. I usually get that. You look too girly. I have my hair and my nails. And she said, you look too, I was dying to know what she was going to say. She said, you look too happy.
Wow.
And I said, I really don't know what you mean by that. Tell me more. And she said, you're so bubbly. And I had absolutely no
Nothing to
idea what
say.
she meant by that. So she has this image of what a woman veteran should look like hardened and stern, and I should look like the Terminator or something. I don't know what that
It's
means.
the stereotypes.
But there's the invisible damage that I think is probably
And then there's that.
discounted even more for women
Yeah.
than it is for men. I'm not sure how many women are really included in a lot of the discussions on PTSD.
Well, I think the culture needs to change. When you talk about a veteran, immediately they just assume it's a man. And it goes back to what you just said. It's an invisible, it's completely forgotten. I mean, right now, the state of Florida is the third state with the most female veterans in the entire nation. There's 144th female veterans. And that population is going to continue to grow. So if we do not